We are about to go grab good news for today. Are you ready? Yes, we are.
Good news.
Good news.
Good news.
Good news.
Okay.
Okay, so these are very, very great stories that we have today. So
Okay.
please don't mind my voice, but yeah, let's focus on the stories. Now, two of them are a bit similar because we're looking at robotics.
Right.
We've seen that due to this whole COVID-19 thing,
Okay.
there's been a new trend. There's a new way where people are actually embracing technology
Right.
and using technology to work. They're actually letting technology do the talking because it's like what difficulties and what poverty couldn't get people to do, COVID-19 has gotten people to do, which is adapt to technology.
True that. Okay.
So we're talking about robotics. Yeah, now this is the new one for me is the hotel one. So I found that a bit interesting because I mean, this is happening in Johannesburg, where actually the hotel has deployed a robot so that it limits the visitors coming into contact with the staff.
Okay.
And it's one place that people don't necessarily think of because the whole advert and warning goes like stay home, stay home, stay home. What
Right.
about those who don't have homes and are locked up in other countries and have to reside in hotels? What do?
Right.
So if they have to stay there, the staff has to make sure that they're not coming into contact with them,
Okay.
especially visitors who are literally flying in from other countries. You know, the issue of imported cases.
Yeah.
So
that's very true.
it's something that it's for me it's a great innovation. It's a great way to actually get to the reception of a hotel.
And meet a robot.
Multicolored, beautifully patterned.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
it takes your information. It gives you also information. And they actually navigate the corridors of it's a 453 room upmarket hotel in
Okay.
Johannesburg. So they actually navigate the corridors of it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes. So it's more like a humanoid because it interacts with you like a human being. And this basically is to help them
Okay.
curb the spread of the COVID-19.
It's very necessary. I mean, I like the efforts, not just the governments, but the people of South Africa put it in place to ensure that this whole, surge in numbers every day we see from South Africa actually, decline. It's very
Yes,
important.
It's very, very
Right,
important. There's also a way for them to actually help save the quickly crippling economy due to
that's
the
true.
COVID-19. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, moving on to the next good robots thing.
Right.
So this is from Rwanda. Now they are very interesting. They are like, should I call them robo nurses?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are robots, but they are nurses.
Nurses at the
Yes,
same
they are
time.
nurses. Yes,
Yeah.
and they are actually helping in Rwanda. They're helping the health workers with their work. Now, the way a doctor or a nurse comes, I mean, if you've been admitted at the hospital before, the way they would come round every morning and evening, and sometimes in the afternoon to check your temperature, your vitals, literally,
Okay.
find out how you're doing, and then engage you. Is the same thing that these robo nurses are doing in Rwanda. Now,
Right.
this is to minimize contact time with confirmed cases, so that the
Right.
health workers that are actually
It wouldn't be at
taking
risk,
care
huh?
of these people, yes, would also not contract the COVID-19.
Brilliant. Super. Okay.
Now, there's 5 of them, and they are at the Gatenga and Kanyinya treatment centers in Kigali City.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Nice.
they move from staff to patients. They do that visit 3 to 4 times,
Okay.
2 per day. Yeah.
Right.
Now, it's not like fresh because it's something they started last year. It was a response, a quick response to the
Right.
COVID-19 issue. Yes.
Okay.
So they have names.
Oh, of the robots?
Yeah, the robo nurses.
Right.
So we have Kinyawanda, Akazuba, Ikerezi, Muiza, Ngabo, and Urumuri. Yes.
I wonder how it sounds like when you call them. The thing is, I don't think they can actually respond unless they have this AI.
Oh no, they have AI. They actually the beautiful thing about these robo
That's the
nurses,
thing.
they have blue eyes. They have
Okay.
eyes.
So you can call them and they can respond. Is that it?
you can see them. They come and the doctors tend to record
Maybe
videos
yeah.
and put it on.
But I want to
and
believe
then they send them.
there's a voice.
Oh no, they are voice activated. They come
activation,
and they're
something
like,
that you
I'm
can
here
just-
to take your vitals.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they tell the patient to get up or lift your arm or something.
It's just similar like the one I talked about yesterday.
Yeah,
The
and
kids from Nigeria.
they are cute, but these ones don't have shelves. Yours is like a shelf containment with labeling, but this one they literally do everything. Their hands move.
Wow.
Their eyes can blink. So it's like you're literally interacting with a weird looking human being. Yeah.
But this time a bot. Okay, great.
Right. Well, it's not really unfortunately, but Urumuri has been deployed from the hospital to the Kigali International Airport. Oh. Now, she has the capability to screen 50 to 150 people per minute and report any abnormalities in the people to the officers on duty.
Okay.
Yes. Now, this is super important because, Rwanda is reopening the Kigali International Airport, yes, for their commercial international flights.
Right.
So this will be happening from the 1st of August, which is
1st of August.
That was like last year.
Ah, okay.
Yes, that's when they sent her there to go and be checking that, you understand, until the increase and then the fluctuation. But they're using the robots basically to do things that human beings in a way can't do because of putting themselves at risk. And I think it's great.
Okay, so the opening, is it last year? They've opened it already? They opened it.
No, they opened it last year.
Okay, August. Yes. And she has been there.
She has been there
and
since
she already
then.
safety,
exactly.
Yeah?
And 3 of them were positioned at the Nyaginga.
Okay.
Yeah, the Kanyinya treatment centers in Kigali.
I think our land borders also need something like that, because it's just...
Robots are the land borders.
Of course. It's just to detect if there's anything, just direct those people there. Go and take your vitals and everything. Because instead of having, the immigration officers having to... It's not just about pointing, but sometimes a distance, because the person has to come closer to you before you point the gun at them. So if there's a robot that way, they can just direct them, okay, go through this place and then come back. And I think it would actually help. It would actually help. Okay, super good news. Robots now taking over. That's nice, but I don't see you taking over like iRobot. You've watched that movie before? Will Smith? Oh, you've not? Oh, you should go check it out. Robots are meant to do all the work that, the humans are doing. Unfortunately, some actually went AWOL and they went rogue generally.
I watched a couple of ones.
That's a sci-fi, by the way.
I don't remember the titles, but
yeah. Okay.
Well, the last one is it's an interesting one. So it's the Aspiring Entrepreneurs Program.
Okay.
Yeah, 2021, and it's opened.
Great. Tell us about it.
Now, it's going to be in 2 phases. And it's going to run from March to May 2021.
Right.
It's basically to empower the selected participants with a comprehensive training. The phase 1 will empower them with a comprehensive training which is adapted from a curriculum that was designed by the international organization.
Okay.
And it has been deployed successfully in over 100 countries.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, the sessions will be facilitated by experienced African entrepreneurs and faculty members of leading business schools.
Okay.
Yes, mentors will also work with the participants to help them navigate the business landscape with less challenges.
Great.
And now the phase 2 is going to run from June to August 2021, and it will further develop the competencies of the most promising 50 entrepreneurs from the phase 1. Yeah, now this would have practical one-on-one business coaching from experienced entrepreneurs to help them launch and grow their businesses successfully.
Right.
Now, this 50 would also get the opportunity to pitch for start-off grants and other funding.
Okay.
So one may be wondering, Aspiring Entrepreneurs Program, what is it? Basically. And now, one thing we know is that the foundation of a building is the major part of the building because it supports the weight and it should be built with care. Otherwise, the building could come down. The foundation will be determining how strong and how firm your building will stand.
Would be, right.
And basically, that is what has birthed the Aspiring Entrepreneurs Program.
Okay.
Now, it was to equip and it's to equip.
No, easy.
Yeah. Thank God.
It was to equip.
It is, not just to. It was and is.
Okay,
it's
right.
Like
okay.
It's ongoing.
Oh, it's ongoing.
Yeah.
Oh, right. So there was a mix-up somewhere there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
So it is to equip aspiring women entrepreneurs with the competence, the confidence, and the connections they need to build a strong foundation for their businesses.
Great. All
So
right.
basically that it is. If you're a woman out there, you're an entrepreneur and you need the competence, you need the confidence, you're lacking it, you need connections. Sometimes you have competence, you have confidence, but you don't have connections. Well, this is your chance. You can join the Aspiring Entrepreneurs Program 2021, and then you get to get practical knowledge and guidance on how to move your idea to a startup using the framework, which is going to improve a long-term sustainability and profitability of your business.
Okay, that's just about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good
Now,
news?
if you want to, if you want to apply,
Okay.
basically they are looking at first off, you must be a woman. If you're a man, we'll find one for the man. But if you're a woman, first off, we need to make sure there's proficiency in verbal and written English. You must have regular access to the internet through a computer or a tablet.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be virtual due to the COVID-19. Exactly. And also, you must be somebody who has a passion to establish profitable, successful, and sustainable enterprises.
Okay.
You should also be able to dedicate 6 to 8 hours weekly for the program.
Right.
You should be able to, you should be someone who has to have value to add and receive from a growing network of African women entrepreneurs. Yeah, these are some of the things you need. Now, you must be a citizen of any African country. It's important. You must be a career professional or student who wants or to transition to become an entrepreneur. You could also be an entrepreneur who needs a framework to evaluate the opportunities. And yes, an entrepreneur who wants to revisit her business model. So this basically is for you.
All right.
You can go to www.powen.org to apply. Powen, PAWEN.org to apply.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. The show is Africa Daily on Africa Global Radio. And I am Barry Musa. That was Epi with good news across Africa. Log on to our website, africaglobalradio.com, for more positive, inspiring, and motivating stories right there. I mean, these are stuff that actually, not just showing that there are a number of potentials on the continent of Africa, and of course, in the global African space. It's about you as well, trying to bring out the best out of you. Okay, let's go for our next song, and this is by the man Pharrell Williams, and he calls it Entrepreneur. Well, COVID-19 is here, not a good one at all, but it's actually brought out the best out of people, where people tend to think outside the box and try to create businesses, okay? I mean, Zoom, started off as just that little company, just getting people videos, this and that and everything. But then again, today it's one of the biggest companies, right? And there are a number of businesses that actually sprung up out of this whole COVID pandemic, wahala, and all of that. So yeah, and I mean, just put yourself out there, get yourself into the whole difficulty thing, because at the end of the day, that's the route. You pass that difficult phase, and then you come out of it successfully. Okay.